everybody, and welcome to another one of those videos where I talk about updates on Dwarf Fortress coming from Toady1 and KitFox. This is the official update for the screenshots that I got last week. There is some new information in here though, so stick around if you've already seen those screenshots. I'll have the screenshots kind of interspersed. I won't have too much to say because I've already talked about them in two separate videos, as well as with Tarn in the interview that I did the other week. So if you missed the interview with Zach and Tarn last week, go check that out because I think it's one of the better ones that we've done. But let's dive in. KitFox writes, "Hey Jurists, it's been a little over a month since our big adventure mode roadmap. If you haven't had a chance to read it yet, go. It's right here. I'll of course link that down in the description of this video. Since then, we've been working on a ton of new procedural portraits for goblins, kobolds, and animal people, which will be added to both adventure mode and fortress mode. Soon you will be able to stare at the faces of every single being you encounter in your fort, or bring them along with you in adventure mode. Watching humanoids slowly go insane from sobriety or die of dehydration was never so personal." Here is one of the first screenshots from adventure mode, featuring an ambitious hippo man at a tavern. Perhaps you can convince him to join your party. We also see adventure mode UI coming along with your character's portrait in the bottom left as well as all the new buttons for various actions you can do. Below, we also have a first look at the adventure mode world map. As you can see, towns are represented in much more detail, including roads, farm plots, homes, and the little shield acts as the marker for your party as you move through the map to reach new points of interest. We will have more to show with adventure mode as well as a more accurate release time frame in a couple of weeks. If you're curious to pore over the little pixel icons and implications, Blind did a live stream grilling Tarn and Zach over the adventure mode details, which you can check out here. Well, that might be interesting. I shall give that a watch later. And now we get into the new and important stuff. There's a new bug tracker. We are happy to announce that we have a new bug tracker ready to go. The bug tracker is now migrated to a domain with the old account system for reporting and committing, and the previous address and email reporting will no longer be used. So please update your bookmarks and follow the new instructions here. I'll link both of these links down in the description. And if you're curious about what the bug tracker looks like, here's kind of a screenshot of the unassigned issues. So, it's populated, there's stuff going on there, and we can absolutely use a better bug tracker. The next thing is the new merchandise is out, as well as the old merchandise has been restocked. But the interesting thing here is, while Fangamer is bloody expensive and their shipping costs are absurd and they like to leak their merch early, thanks for giving me the views, Fangamer, they have this tendency to have horrible shipping prices for Europe. However, now there is a European store for the Dwarf Fortress merch. So for those of you in the EU who've held off purchasing because it's like $40 to ship a mug somewhere, the second wave of merchandise is available in euros and ideally with cheaper shipping costs. So it's worth checking that out if you are in one of those regions where it's ridiculously expensive, and if you really want that playmat or the desk mat or the hoodie, now would be the opportunity to take a look at that. Also worth noting, the soundtrack is available on Black Screen Records, which is in Germany. So if you want the record on vinyl, you can buy that from Black Screen Records as well for cheaper shipping if you're in Europe. Also, often in Canada, Black Screen Records has cheaper shipping than the US, which is dumb, but that's besides the point. The last thing is kind of just a footnote, which is quite literally just Dwarf Fortress is also now in the Humble Store. So if for some reason you know a streamer that happens to have a Humble Store link, I do, but I don't even think I have a link to it anymore because I got so few sales, I just kind of stopped caring at a point. But if you happen to have Humble Choice, or if you like to purchase things on Humble, that is now an option to you. And I will add the last note at the end here from Alexandra, and she says, "That's everything we have for this update. Thanks for reading. In a couple of weeks, we will have some very exciting adventure mode stuff to show off and more accurate time frame for the release." So they've talked a lot about things that are coming up, right? And more accurate time frames for the release. I think maybe in a week or so, I'm going to go through or maybe after whatever this is out, I will go through the roadmap again and just kind of cover everything that I know that they've completed. If that's something you'd be interested in, let me know. I'm still planning on doing those kind of version 47 kind of basic overview of some things you can do in adventure mode videos. I have some ideas and some things scripted out and some footage recorded. I just need to edit them. And I'm very curious about this very exciting adventure mode stuff, because after talking with Tarn in that interview, which I do recommend you listen to if you haven't yet, Tarn kind of says a few things that are a little bit telling, so might be worth taking a listen and hearing what he has to say, because I have a feeling adventure mode might be sooner than we think. But that ended up happening with Fortress mode at this time last year, so we know it won't be out this year, can say that much, but I think you might want to buckle up for next year. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the content I do and would like to support me directly, you can do that via my Patreon or by checking out one of my streams at twitch.tv/BLINDIRL or on the YouTube channel that you're watching this on right now. The streams do pop up, and I only do the Dwarf Fortress portions of my streams. There are about 10 to 12 hours on the Twitch channel and about 6 or 7 on the YouTube channel. So you're missing quite a lot of content if you're watching on YouTube. That being said, if you are watching on YouTube, thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next one.